I can probably give you 5 Ant-Mans or people that can play just as good as Ant-Man right now in the league. Five,
Give
not
me,
not
give me five. Give me the five.
huh?
Give me the five.
The scores: KD, Dame, Shea, Kawhi, PG-13.
We're gonna come back to that. This was a curveball that Dub threw me. I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but Ant or Wemby. And so what? We just comparing them straight up, Dub. Like
I mean,
who would I
it,
take to start my franchise?
pose this. Here we go. Let's pose this question: if you were to start your franchise today, and you're looking for a player under the age of 23, who would
Hmm.
you?
Well, I think if I was to start the franchise today, I got to go with Ant, simply because what he is right now. I mean, we talking about like people make the jokes online. I see a lot saying that he looks like Jordan. That's really Jordan's son, and I mean he's balling. He's balling at a level that I done put the pictures beside each other for myself just to take a look. Like could that be Jordan C? I don't know. He's that level of player, man. I love Anthony Edwards. Just the fact that he's authentically himself when you see him in interviews, when you see him on the court. He's a guy that is a gamer. It seems like every night he comes to play, no matter who they're playing against, no matter where they're playing. It seems like he brings it every night. I gotta take him right now, but that's not to negate or minimize the impact that Wemby has. Wemby is, of course, going to be the runaway rookie of the year. He's possibly going to also be the defensive player of the year.
Should be.
Um, you know, this guy can shoot from every level. I've never seen a guy his size hit, a sham guy in a game. I mean, he's just people say a freak of nature all the time. They use that very, they kind of throw that out there, but this guy definitely is that. I've never seen anything like Wemby. I don't know that we'll ever see it again. And to think, this is only the beginning. 5 years from now, I don't know what we're going to be looking at with a guy like Wemby, and I don't think he stays in San Antonio. I think the NBA is going to have to get him in a bigger market in order to really really what we see in the NFL and the NBA is they're really trying to take the game, their brand global. Like basketball is already global, American football is already global, but both of these leagues are trying to globalize their brands. You got the NBA Africa. You've seen more players from France, from Slovakia, and many places come into the league and be successful. So they're really trying to globalize the game, and having a guy like this does that. And he's just all about basketball. He said, "Why?" I saw a quote the other day where he's talking about, why would I go to the club, whatever. He just really focused on basketball. That might change with age, you never know, and with a little more paper. But I hate to see where he's gonna be in 5 years. But right now, I'm taking Ant. Who you got?
Man, I like the Ant pick, and if you didn't go with Ant, I would have went with Ant. But for
Okay.
this channel, I'm gonna go Wemby.
Okay.
Think about how long you just talked about Wemby. You talked about Wemby longer than Ant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's based on potential. And so when we look at Wemby, the dude played 20. He averaged 29 minutes per game, 21.4 points per game. He averaged over 10 rebounds and 3.8 blocks. That's insane to me. And we can arguably say, if it were not for politics, because he's not going to get Defensive Player of the Year because Rudy Gobert. Like I think he's overrated if you ask me. Honestly, he should be the Defensive Player of the Year as well as the Rookie of the Year. And his performance on the court tells that story. So for me, I'm going Wemby because you're not going to find too many bigs that can run the floor. To your point, do sham guys at the top of the post. Like, you're just not going to see that. I can go find me a scorer, maybe not as competitive as Ant-Man, but I can find someone that can score just as good as him and tag him along with Wemby, we're gonna do some damage. We're gonna do some damage.
I don't know if you're just gonna go find you an Ant-Man unless it's like Shea Gills just had his injury.
I can probably give you 5 Ant-Mans or people that can play just as good as Ant-Man right now in the league. 5.
Give me 5. Give me the 5.
Huh?
Give me the 5.
The scores: KD, Dame, Shea, Kawhi, PG-13.
We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that.
I mean, these guys can score at a high clip.
Cause my rebuttal to that is gonna be one that's controversial. I don't think PG and Kawhi right now messing with Ant, but that's right now. That's right now. But listen, we ain't gonna get into that right now. We gonna say that. We gonna get into it.
I see PG-13. You tripping, T? But anywho, the differentiator for me with those 5 guys in comparison to Ant-Man is the personality. I think the personality is really what sets him apart.
Yeah, I agree.
If I like teammate wise, I want him. I want him as a teammate for sure. But to build a franchise that's going to be uber successful, I'm going Wemby.
Yep. Okay. Hey, I'm going with Ant. Dub is going with Wemby. Listen, we need to know who you like in the comments. Who would you pick if you had to pick between the two to start your franchise right now? Let us know. Listen, as always, give us that CLS treatment, comment, like, subscribe.